Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. It's currently the day of Vara Halloween celebrations. That's going to be lasting until the end of October, but we also have a sprint report going over a ton of non-CitizenCon, non-spoiler dev information. So let's jump into the Inside Star Citizen Sprint Tokyai. Sprint reports are internal dev review information that are a bit rough around the edges and sort of behind the scenes looks into development. However, this is also stuff that's not going to spoil CitizenCon, so it's limited in its reach. So we have the ship trespass feature that Cloud Imperium are currently working on. This sets hostility and criminality for players that enter ships and areas that they aren't supposed to be in. It gives the trespasser a warning, but it doesn't inform the owner of the ship and the group that actually are being trespassed upon. So no more joining an audio channel automatically for all players that sort of turn up at a ship. It will just be for the party members. With this system in place, though, if you see a trespasser, if you see a stowaway, you're able to deal with them without getting a criminal rating. Deal with them however you want. You want to shoot them in the face? Cool, do that. The trespasser will also get a crime stat if they attack or get attacked, it seems. Also, once they've done that, they're otherwise marked, you are even able to follow them back to their own ship and deal with them without the risk of a crime stat as well. I'm not sure how long that's going to last for, so if they start trouble on your ship, how long are they going to be sort of hostile with you, but it will be a reasonable period of time. Ship trespass extends to the ships in a bay or in other parts of a ship as well, so make sure you have permission before you board a ship or before you use the landing bay of a ship. Being in the party of the main ship owner, that's the best way. They did say scanners or other features may be a thing later down the line to detect illegal entry as well. The EU Landing Zone 2 team is continuing to iterate and improve the NPE, the new player experience. They're trying to make the whole thing as modular as possible so they can use it in all the different landing zones. They're now adding it to New Babbage, Microtech currently, new signs and shops around that area to improve that new player experience. Jared, Disco Lando, made a lovely reference to Star Citizen's best in-game ad ever, made by Zin and I. Here at Kelto, we have one simple goal: to bring you the items you need quickly and easily. We've got everything you need: food, drinks, toys for the little ones, guns for the wife, all inside one store, Kelto. Just walk inside to begin your astronomical savings. Using the latest in Moby technology and machine learning, we know exactly what you've picked up and have already charged you. Want something hot and ready to go? How about hot dogs, nachos, or burritos, Kelto? We've even got the latest in Gemini ballistic weapons like the Gemini F-55 LMG, featuring an explosive rate of fire that tops over 1,000 rounds per minute. It's the best light machine gun you can get in a convenience store. Looking for something a bit smaller for the kids? We also carry the Gemini LH86 pistol, perfect for those small hands. So come down to Kelto today for quality products at low prices. Salvage beams on things like the Vulture can operate independently now, allowing for dual stick or dual control or them to be otherwise separated. So you could have one tractoring and one salvaging. It allows for more dynamic use cases and more precision as well. Bounty hunting is getting some updates soon. With that in mind, the Anvil Hawk has had a pass for its stasis pod storage and dispensing in the rear section. This looks like it's replacing the just chuck a body in the back and allows for the storage of a stasis pod and the dispensing of that so you can put someone in a stasis pod and then put it back into your ship and then take it out later and take it to one of those bounty offices. The Freelancer has been getting updated for the physical components and resource management system, having room for all of its cupboards and areas. Obviously, they're having to go through all of the ships and make sure they are having the room and having the area for all of those components before they can then implement it into the game. They've completed a first pass sprint on the Origin X1 luxury bike. It's had some minor visual changes from its concept as it's coming closer to being flyable. It's still in white box though, but looks close to the next stage. In fact, they've already been messing around with lighting. The RSI Apollo, that medical modular ship, is making its way through white box. It's hugely anticipated, the ship. I constantly have people asking asking me, when is the RSI Apollo coming out? Is it going to be in the next patch? That sort of stuff. But it's certainly in active production now, at the very least. The Santok Yai Xi'an medium fighter is getting some awesome looking alien material work. What materials does it use? How do they look? Alien carbon fiber is what they've gone with. Then they're going to be adding a pearlescent effect to finish the green colouring. The whole thing is very near completion now. The cockpit needed to look a bit more alien and also be usable by human hands, things like that. That's making sure everything is done, and then it's going to be in game probably by the end of the year. There's a branding team as well that helps develop all of the massive amount of ever-growing Star Citizen brands, companies and manufacturers. These people help bring the universe to life, improve points of interest, and help everything have a cool looking identity. They help ships have their sort of brand identity, and once a new ship has been plopped into a manufacturer, like, we've got a new ship, we want it to be this manufacturer, well, their branding work helps make that a reality. They have extensive documentation from manufacturers to individual ships. Alpha 3.21 is getting cargo improvements. Awkward shaped containers and boxes can be hard to place with the hand tractor bin, and especially in the particular way you might want to stack your cargo hold. Now they have a fallback option that will sort of snap your cargo to an aligned grid if you don't like how it's orientated. So you can much more quickly drag stuff around, and it will give it sort of like an intuitive placement, but I believe you can place it pretty freeform as well if you want. It's apparently very sophisticated code, and the dev responsible has a PhD in pretty much doing things like this. Expect to see some of this in Alpha 3.21 that we discussed. Star Citizen's Halloween event, Day of Vara, has begun. Let me give you the lore prepper about the Day of Vara. It was early in the morning on October 27th, 2557, when communications between the Retor system and the exploration vessel called the Vara mysteriously stopped. Mere hours after the ship's captain, Tisiphone Heptane, I have no idea if that's the correct pronunciation of that name, had sent her initial impressions of ominous ruined alien cities in the then recently discovered Hades system. Search and rescue teams dispatched the next day, along with countless expeditions since, failed to locate any wreckage or remains of the Vara. The haunting legacy of this fandom ship lives on today in public festivals adorned with black and green decorations, and in private gatherings to honour the dead. Some celebrants dress up as people who have passed away, while others wear more outlandish costumes and swap scary stories, especially pertaining to mysterious incidents in space. So there are currently green ships and skins on sale. The Corsair and Cutter joins Drake's mad monster party with ghoulish green paint schemes to match the rest of the gruesome gang. So basically, I think that's now all of the Drake ships that are currently flyable have these green skins that you can now purchase. Until the 1st of November, players also have the chance to get the jolt of their lives when opening loot containers across Stanton. Find the coveted Vandal, the Hill Horror, and Field Spree Dark Bear helmets and add them to your creepy collection. If you survive the shock, that is. What's more, players who manage to secure all 9 horrific helmets, including both versions of the Neville lot and all 6 Dark Bear variants, will earn a super scary Spectrum badge. You can also buy the bear heads in store, but where's the fun in that? I actually really like achievements in game and that sort of stuff for Star Citizen. It might be quite difficult to find all of them, especially if you're like just missing 1 or 2 of them. So that's an interesting thing. Day of Vara traditionally brings with it offerings of community contests, and this year is no exception. Returning from the grave again is one of the fan favourites, the pumpkin carving contest. So there's that going on. If you want to carve a cool Star Citizen pumpkin, you can win some prizes. There's also a scary 60-second machinima mayhem contest. So make a cool, spoopy 60-second in-game video. Zin and I have been sharing our truly terrifying elevator stories in Star Citizen. Like, oh, I walked into the elevator and there was no floor! Ooh. That wasn't a seasonal thing, that was just all the time. From October 19th until the 2nd of November, Arena Commander's Gun Rush mode gets spooky and scary. Basically, they've replaced all of the sort of human models with skeletons, which is interesting. They sort of look like they're being X-rayed skeletons. I suspect that's actually going to be used elsewhere. I really enjoy Gun Rush, and I think it's one of the best modes that Star Citizen's had. Huge amount of fun going on with that. So once that starts again on the 19th of October, make sure you get involved. Also, potentially by the time you've watched this, we will have the single weapon elimination and mirror match sort of modes that are going to be on experimental modes in-game. So this is from the 7th of October to the 15th of October, and single weapon elimination, you get an arc-light pistol. everyone gets an arc-light pistol, and you run around FPS and try and shoot each other. That's pretty much all you've got. And then there's Mirror Match, which I believe is Fury versus Fury with the same loadout. Boom! That's it for your Star Citizen updates today. I really want to know what you think in the comments below, but are you excited for all of the new features coming to 3.21? Are you getting hyped for CitizenCon? Are you really looking forward to the RSI Apollo and Origin X1 actually being in production and eventually, probably next year, will be turning up in-game? Have you found any of the spooky masks yet? Are you going to be getting involved with the Day of Vara's celebrations? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Want some more immersion with Star Citizen? Then the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale until October 9th. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one or to find out more. What the hell are you? It's nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, enabling you to minimize your presence on the internet, almost like a cloaking device. It also allows you to hunt out the best TV and movies and shopping deals by changing your region. It prevents big internet from gathering and using your personal data. There's even a data breach scanner and meshnet for your own remote private network included. When Zin asked, what's the Predator movie got to do with NordVPN or CitizenCon or Star Citizen, I said, what's any of our NordVPN ads got to do with anything? Grab yourself NordVPN in the links below for a seamless, secure internet experience. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For October 2023, we are giving away a Constellation Phoenix. This luxury multi-crew ship can be used as a mission runner, an explorer, a base of operations, and more. It comes with a luxury P-72 Archimedes snub, as well as the Lynx rover, allowing you to have on and off planet excursions. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. This is the bit of the video where I appeal to you to try and join the channel memberships and give us money. We have a load of you that are Patreons or have become YouTube channel members with the join button under my videos, and that goes a huge way in helping the channel and enabling us to make daily Star Citizen news entertainment. But there are a load of other ways to help us, liking, commenting, sharing these videos. That helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching to the end. Please get involved in the comments section, and I hope you have a great October.